Today's Talk About It Tuesday question is, what are DSCR loans, debt service coverage ratio loans, and are they good for real estate investors? So for me, it's coming up now on 20 years since I quit my job and decided to live on passive income. And one of the major sources of passive income for me is rental income. And I remember the fear and anxiety I had at the time saying, how can I expand my portfolio of properties to produce rental income if I don't have a job, right? Because most of us have been told that in order to qualify for a mortgage, you had to be employed, you had to show proof of income, you had to show tax returns, you had to have a high credit score. And that's what you do need to qualify to be a home buyer. What I discovered way back then, and actually I did a DSCR refi about 2 months ago, is that as an investor, an investment property, you don't need to have those things. You can do a DSCR loan. So basically, what that loan is based on, what the lender is looking for, is how much net cash flow you have left after you cover your debts on the property. So the ratio for some lenders is 0.75% or 75%. Some is 1, some is 1.5. So what does that look like? So if you had $50,000 in rental income coming in, right, gross, and you had $40,000 on debt going out, that leaves you with $10,000. So in that case, that would be 0.25 or 25%. So it would be 1.25 is the ratio. So lenders who do DSCR loans look for between 0.75 and 1.5 ratio in order to lend. The credit score usually I've seen as low as 625, sometimes 650. So it's like subprime. You don't even have to have a good credit score. Low credit score, positive net cash flow at the end of the year, no income to personal income to show, no tax returns to show. In some cases, they don't make you have a big reserve. You can borrow under an LLC. You can usually close in 2 to 3 weeks. Like, it is such a phenomenal tool for a real estate investor. I don't understand why anybody would go a traditional route. You can do short-term loans, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, or you can do 30 years, which is phenomenal. You can do a 30-year loan with no proof of income, no proof of pretty much anything except the positive cash flow from the building. So it's a great tool, and matter of fact, it's probably the best tool for not only seasoned investors, but for new investors also. So it's a way, there's no limit on the amount of properties you can get, where if you could do a traditional route, sometimes they'll limit the amount of properties you can get. The down payments are higher than normal, but relatively low. So I've seen as low as 15% down, 20 to 25% down in other cases. So it's a phenomenal tool, right? Well, you don't have to go through all the hassles that you normally go through with a traditional loan. And it's a way also to refi out if you had to do a hard money loan. So if you did a hard money loan, you fixed the property, you got rental income, you can show rental income, you can transition it to a 30-year mortgage, using a DSCR loan. So phenomenal tool. I think, every investor should have this as part of their toolbox. It's just a way to expand your portfolio with little hassle, little headache, little anxiety. If the deal is good, somebody will lend. So I'd love to hear your experiences with it, your comments, your concerns. Keep the questions coming, and I'll see you next Tuesday.